EA Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, and TPC Sawgrass, live final round coverage of the Sawgrass Invitational. What a week and weekend this has been so far. Everything you want in a golf tournament. By nightfall, we will have our winner. As you take a look at the current leaderboard on this Sunday afternoon, our leader here on this Sunday is our featured golfer. He's got a sizable advantage here as he looks to increase it further. And that will be in the fairway. So a solid start here on this Sunday. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
158 yards left to the hole. Wind definitely hurting in his face.
Well, that is not very good at all. That could cost him.
Yeah, hindsight's 20/20. You just wish you took the shorter club now. Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Well done. That is in for a par here at the first. He's going to maintain that substantial lead. Second hole here at Sawgrass, 532-yard par 5. Frank, considered one of the easier holes on the golf course, is that right?
Yeah, you don't have to hit it miles down there. Anything that turns a little to the player's left certainly helps. There are some trees down the left side. Just want to avoid those.
So this one going to have to carry a long way.
A nice shot and a good chance for a par. The statistics on the PGA Tour show that from 8 feet, you make 50% of your putts.
Good putt there. It's in for par here at the second. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. Now the par 3 third.
Not overly long, but 2 is a rarity here. Difficult green, and you don't see a lot of tee shots actually finish close here for some unknown reason.
This one's looking good. Okay, safely aboard. After the great tee shot, this for birdie. Okay, nicely done. That's in for birdie here at 3. That means he'll get it to 22 under par. Frank, how difficult is it to access the hole location if you miss the fairway here at 4?
Well, if you miss it left, I've got to say the lesser of two evils is to be in the bunker on the right. It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
Now his second at the par 4 fourth. This one measures out to 15 feet. Good run going here early. This is birdies at 3 and 4. And he's going to move to 23 under par. Fifth hole here at TPC Sawgrass, long par 4. What's the challenge, Frank?
Depending, really, if you're long or short hitter, the long hitters have the luxury of taking it over the corner of the bunker down the right. Shorter hitters really play at that bunker down the left, 320 run out.
Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. Frank getting set for the second shot here at the 5th. What's the best way to go at it?
Rich, it's one of the hardest par 4s on the golf course. There's nothing wrong with aiming right at the middle of the green here. You can certainly putt to where the flag is from there. No, it's not close, but it is on the green.
A birdie putt down to Iona.
Well, for a long putt like this, there's really not a whole lot to it. I think you'll fancy his chances at this one.
Yeah, a little short, but that's pretty good effort there. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll remain well in control of this tournament. Frank, what do you think of the 6th? Pretty short par 4.
It is, but you come out of that sort of corridor and fairway opens up and then it narrows up, bunkers to be around. Very, very few people hit driver here.
That one looking a little right.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
Ball sitting okay here for his second here at the 6th. Maybe not what you're hoping for from that number, but no damage. It's on the green. Now this for birdie.
Very makeable look here, slightly downhill with just a slight move from left to right.
Hang on. That's going to leave about 3 feet. Safely in for par here at the 6th, and he'll remain at 23 under par. Well, no shortage of trouble here at the 451-yard par 4-7. You've got that fairway bunker that goes forever, and then the lateral water hazard running almost the entire left-hand side of the hole. There's trouble wherever you look here. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. Wasn't right down the middle, but it wasn't bad at all. Coming at this second shot from the right side of the fairway. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been.
The strike was fine on the pitch shot. Ball first, then turf. Just wasn't really hit hard enough.
Yes, a perfect read there. That is in to save par. And he'll stay right where he is. Well, this par 3 will get your attention, no question about it. 237 yards. It's the longest par 3 here at TPC Sawgrass. And very simply, it requires a solid strike with a middle to long iron, maybe even a fairway wood. This is a hard hole. Well, the branches certainly slowed that one down, but fortunately, this ball winds up in a halfway decent spot. Still work to do to get this on the green. This is second. Yep, played that nicely. That'll work out just fine. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll remain right where he is. Frank, the 9th is really a good par 5, isn't it?
There's so many options here. Just play it away, sort of 3-wood it down there, then go to the right and sort of wedge it on the green. But it's very tempting, especially in the right wind conditions, and that's if they're coming over your shoulder for a right-hander from right to left. Then this par 5 is very reachable.
No issues here. That is into the fairway. So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5. And this not a distance you practice all that often with your bunker shots. Well, gonna get a chance to try that again. Looking to splash this softly onto the green. Okay, that got caught up a bit before it got to the green. Kind of slowed its momentum, but good out regardless. Yeah, that's a good putt. It's in for par here at the 9th, and that's going to make this a 2 under 34 for the front side. Similar to the first hole, the 10th is a relatively short par 4, 424 yards, but it requires accuracy and some strategy. You have to put your ball in the right place. That dog leg left, you have trees on the right, and don't forget about that big bunker on the left-hand side.
That was awesome.
From the fairway nota, this is second.
145 left to the hole. Pin sitting back right.
Oh! This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today. 8-foot putt here. Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th. And the lead will remain 6 here in the late going. Hole number 11, 558-yard, par 5. Frank, players in attack mode here.
Yeah, just try and blitz it down there. There are other bunkers on the left to consider, but really, with that much fairway, this is a green light opportunity. Well, somehow the ball's got through the other side of the tree and really hadn't lost that much yardage.
That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. about it? A beauty there. It is in for a birdie. And stop the presses if you've heard this before. He's well on his way to yet another victory on the year. Redesigned for the 2017 Players Championship, the 358-yard par 4 12th here at TPC Sawgrass offers a risk-reward proposition. You can try and drive the green, but that water hazard on the left is a consideration. And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. From well down the fairway, this a bit of a tricky distance for his second. Okay, on the putting surface, but work to do from there. He's hoping here to at least get this to tap-in range, but it is for birdie. No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And he's going to stay at minus 24. We now come to the 13th penalty area down the left side, protecting this beautiful 181-yard par 3 and two small but deep maintained bunkers guarding a three-tiered green. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either, sitting up in the short grass. Now from off the Bermuda grass, his second at the par 3. This is a 9-footer. Well judged. That is in for par here at 13. And this one close to being over, as it'll remain a 5-shot cushion. Frank, the 14th hole. A lot has happened here over the years.
I think it's the litmus test on the back nine. That's where things really start to heat up. It looks like a straightforward tee shot, but often the eyes wander to that water down the left side. And of course, if you think about that, you invariably fire the ball towards the right, where those hillocks and thick roughers and virtually no chance of reaching the par 4 and 2.
This may be a touch right. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Second shot now, and has to be careful because that breeze can be tricky at his back. You don't want to overclub. That one is really long, Frank. He miscalculated there.
Well, there has to be something. I mean, from where he was, it's just an aberration. Seriously, that little green patch down the end there with a flag in it, that's where you're meant to go. Not like sailing over yonder.
Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And he'll stay right where he is. Now to the 15th, and Frank, I know this is a hole that you really like.
Yeah, it gets no respect in my book, which I think is a shame. Just a nice dogleg to the right. And really 2 good shots and a 3 here, which is actually a rarity. It sets you up for those closing 3 holes. Too often people just take 15 lightly. And 15 has just a gentle nibble that turns into a bite.
And that will do just fine. Now note his second from the fairway.
142 yards left to the hole. Wind definitely hurting in his face.
Okay, no further damage. It's a bogey 5. But the lead still comfortable here at 4 shots. You licking your chops here, Frank, as a player when you get to this tee box?
Well, it's an opportunity. A 4 here certainly makes the mood better when you walk to 17 and then 18. So a 4 here is more than just making a birdie on a par 5.
Oh, no. Oh, and let's hope that's not a precursor of things to come. It is into the lake here at 16. So he'll take the drop and now go about trying to somehow save par. And this will be his 3rd to the par 5. Well, he's overshot the green here.
Fire the caddy, Rich. Seriously. Any other club other than that one. Well, it's tough to shake off that bogey at the previous hole, especially when you get a shot like that.
Okay, didn't want to let that one get away. It is a par here at 16, and the lead's going to stay at 3. Up next, the short par 3 17th. It is, as you know, one of the most famous par 3s in the world. Right side of this island green protected by a small bunker, but better to be there than in the water. Now a second to this par 3. With all the elements of his game have been in sync today, a terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
No problems there. That's par here at 17. And this will remain a 3-shot lead. People always talk about 17 being visually intimidating. Frank, what about 18?
If there's a little bit of wind off the right, the tee shot is so much easier. But if that wind is coming off the water, not only do you see the water and the wooden bulkheads, you see all the rough and the trees on the right. And of course, then you start bringing 5, 6, 7, even 8 into play. That's what makes this tee shot so hard.
Yes, step 1 out of the way. It is in the fairway at 18. One more good approach shot could just about seal it. Setting up in the fairway, 200 yards to where that hole is cut. That's got to be disappointing. Good line in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Yeah, look how quick that was. Very difficult to get that to stop, even out of the sand, and that race is right on by. Okay, a good putt for his par here at the 18th green. And that'll be a final round score of 70. Frank, this was a gritty, determined performance. Our featured golfer taking everybody's best shot and still walking away with a 2-shot win.
Yeah, it looks sort of quite comprehensive, didn't it? But 2 shots when you think about it. When you look on the whole week in retrospect, it's not much to spare. But still, they got the job done and were by far the best player in the field.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner. This has been a presentation of EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. So long, everybody.